Next, Daniela Perfetti, accompanied by Julie and Joe. Next, Anna Ricciardi, accompanied by Ina and Linda. Next, Ava Shalala, accompanied by Jen and Suzu.
Notre Dame Dons basketball is on the air from the Don Dome in Niles, Illinois. It's senior night. The St. Viator Lions versus the Notre Dame Dons. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into a very late night. You're going to be with us for a while. We hope you got your coffee and donuts in early today because it's going to be a long one. It's Danny Berg, Hank Friedrich, and Caden Frawley back with you for Rivalry Night, and boy, do we got a good one.
Yeah, we sure do. An old rivalry between St. Viator and Notre Dame, something that's been brewing up for the past years. As we know, Notre Dame had a historical team the past 2 years, and shockingly, St. Viator knocked them off last year in conference play. So the Dons are out for revenge this year, and they could do it on senior night.
Yeah, honestly, what a great matchup for senior night. Rivalry teams, ND, third in conference right now, so I'm excited to see how this plays out. And like I said, what a matchup for senior night.
So let's take a look at some conference standings, guys. Up on top is Bennett and Marian Catholic. They are tied atop the conference standings. Right behind them is Notre Dame, right on their tails, a half game behind, followed by Pats, Carmel, Marist, and Nazareth. St. Viator currently sitting at number 8, 3.5 games behind the lead at 1 and 3, and then Marian Central and Joliet Catholic bringing up the rear. So in terms of things for Notre Dame, this is a massive game for them and one they absolutely need to have.
Yep, and a win right here will tie it up with Marian Catholic. And also, with a win here, you can only be a 5 seed or better, which is good for Notre Dame because they have the tiebreaker against Carmel Catholic in the head-to-head. St. Pat's has the tiebreaker against them. So if Notre Dame down the stretch could take 1 out of 2 from Marian Catholic and Bennett, then you can see them being a top 3 team.
So now let's take a look at what else is going on in the conference today. Big game here, obviously, is St. Viator and Notre Dame, but there's also a big one going down in Lisle between St. Pat's and Bennett. And then otherwise, we got Naz and Marist, and then Carmel's going up against JC. This game and the one down at Bennett's going to be the 2 highlights here tonight with some major conference implications down the stretch, Caden.
Yeah, so, this game tonight, it's Friday night. They play tomorrow, too, against Taft. And then, of course, right after that is Marian Catholic and Bennett, the top 2 teams in conference. So, like Danny said, this is going to be a big game tonight because if they can win this, they'll have good momentum going into these next 3 games of their season.
And, St. Pat's and Bennett, they've actually had a little rivalry going, especially for basketball. Those are 2 teams that don't really like each other. And, given Bennett's at home, which is going to be a tough game for St. Pat's, they could drop down to 3 losses, I'm pretty sure, and that could give Notre Dame some breathing room in the future.
So yeah, let's take a look at what else is going on here for these 2 teams. This is what's left in terms of the regular season for these 2 teams. Dons are on top, Viator's on the bottom. The big thing there, if you look in red on the bottom of your screen, is the conference tournament starts in 2 weeks. That's February 4th, 5th, 11th, and 12th. So those matchups have yet to be determined. If we look at the Dons, they got Taft tomorrow, which we mentioned, Marian Catholic, and then Bennett. For Viator, they still got a little bit left on the schedule, including 3 conference games left. Nazareth, Joliet Catholic, and Marian Catholic. But they also got a couple non-conference games, too, with Jacobs, Mundelein, and Lake Forest Academy. These 2 teams still got a little bit of business to do before the season wraps up.
Yeah, and especially for St. Viator. I mean, right now, if they come out with a win tonight, they're right back in it. They're in the middle of the pack. And, going up against Nazareth, JCA, and Marian Catholic, I mean, those aren't going to be easy games. You got a young team, and you're going to be going against usually a team that's full with seniors. So, really, it's all about how you finish and how you're going to finish in the ESCC tournament.
Yeah, so the big thing about tonight is whoever wins this, has the momentum going into their next games. Whether it's ND playing, the top 2 teams of the conference, or if you're St. Viator and you're going into, a 6-game stretch, whoever wins this game is going to have momentum going into these next games. So this is an important game for both teams.
And, we talked about us in the pregame, but we're not sure if you guys know, this St. Viator team has 0 seniors on it. It's an all-junior team minus 2 freshmen. One of them we'll probably be seeing in the starting gate tonight. But, Caden, this is a very young group, and like we were just saying a moment ago, they're going up against some teams with a lot of veteranship on it. Who knows how they're going to be able to handle this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just tough, with no seniors, not that much. Of course, some of these juniors have probably been playing since freshman year, but without any seniors, the seniors are what really lead the team on varsity teams. So to not see any seniors might be a disadvantage for St. Viator.
Yeah, and even though Notre Dame might have only 5 seniors, yet again, it's all about experience. You look at Sonny Williams, who's had some experience on the varsity level for some time, and same thing with Jan and Bryce at St. Rita. It's all about experience, and especially with this team, even though they had a great team last year, I mean, us Notre Dame fans know them for knocking us off on a game winner, and now they don't have any seniors. So it's almost like a rebuild almost for St. Viator. So next year you can see the potential with pretty much a loaded senior team.
Kind of a little bit of a transition year, if you will, for these Lions. And then the big thing, why we're here so late, because the seniors decide they want to take their time being old and all that. It's senior night. We got a lot of people being honored today. We had 7 band members, 12 cheerleaders, and 5 basketball players, and then the legend himself, Mark Olszewski. It's a big day for them. It's one of the last times they're going to get to take their home court, and they get to do it in front of their own fans.
Yeah, special shout out to Jace, Anthony, Jake, Luke, and Mac for having an awesome 4 years here at Notre Dame basketball, winning 3 SEC titles. Hopefully we can sneak in a 4th one this year, but they've done a terrific job. As a teammate of them, they've always wanted it in practice and workouts, in the game, anything. So I want to give a congrats for them.
So we're going to send things down to public address announcer Mason Mike Marisi. We'll be back following starting lineups.
Welcome to Notre Dame. We're going to have everybody rise for prayer followed by the national anthem. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty Lord God, give us true faith and make that faith grow in us day by day. Also give us hope and love so that we may serve our neighbors according to your will. Through your Son, Jesus Christ our Lord, who lives and reigns with you and the Holy Spirit, one God, now and forever. Amen. Notre Dame, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. And now, our national anthem.
All right, we are just about ready to get things underway here. It's a late night. We're starting at 7:30. So we hope you're going to stay up all night. It'll be a late one.
Yeah, well, hopefully Notre Dame can put up some points and run that clock out so it won't be that late.
That could very well happen.
Yep.
We'll see.
We will see.
We will see just that. So the four active seniors plus Sonny Williams out there tonight. There is no Mac Ross. You probably saw him earlier in street clothes with his uniform on. We'll get to that in a little bit. It's McGee and Duncan with the tip, and McGee will win it. So Sonny Williams will bring it up the court, and here we go. Georgioulis with pressure, faces. Here's Fletcher. Jace will give it a little pass to McGee. Got a tip there from Talon.
There you go, Chase.
There you go. Fletcher gives it to McGee.
Viator playing some really good defense right now.
Fletcher will get fouled, driving in a blocking foul called on Talon. First one for the Lions, and this has already been a bit of a long possession for the Dons, lasting 36 seconds from Jump Street. And a not turnover there. Williams drives in.
Nice. That's a strong take by Sonny Williams right there.
Cuts through the defense like Swiss cheese, and the Dons have the early lead, 2-0. So here we go. Joey Hernandez will drive, gets a stop, and will float a little one up there. Knocks it up at 2 apiece. Fletcher in the corner, fakes out. He'll dish to Georgioulis, who finds Heidersbach at the top. McGee will go 3-ball and puts it down. Anthony McGee with his first 3 of the night, first of many, Caden.
Yeah, the Dons are attacking early, which is what we've seen in the past games that they've won. They come out, they start the game off hot, and they keep that streak going through. So as long as they can keep up the defense here, they'll probably win this game.
And Talon feet off to Hunter Duncan. And here's Jack Lassiter, feeds back to Duncan. Almost lost control of it, will get it back. And Duncan facing good defense there from McGee, tries to drive up, dishes out to Talon. He'll go 3, he misses. Williams with the initial rebound misses. Ooh. More hot potato and a foul's called.
Yeah.
This one's going against This one's going against Williams, excuse me.
But Notre Dame's doing a great job. St. Viator really likes to run that driving kick motion, and as of right now, Notre Dame is clogging the lanes right now, and Viator really is trying to still use that driving kick option right here, as Hunter Duncan's a great example. He can get to the hoop.
Drive in by Talon. Hernandez almost lost control. And Talon with a little slippery fingers. He'll float. That misses. Kicks. And that was last touch by Jace Fletcher. Playing good defense on the 6'2 junior Hunter Duncan. But it will stay with the Lions.
Yeah, speaking of defense, we've seen some pretty aggressive defense from both teams tonight. You know, a lot of physicality in the past, minute and a half. So if we expect to see that for the rest of the night, it's going to be probably a pretty high fouling game, as each team already has 1 foul.
How about this? Just 1 possession for each team through the first 2.5 minutes of this game. This might be a offensive deprived night if this continues. Dylan Schmidt, the big man.
Oh, that's very close to a push-off right there.
And that one just decided it was not going to go down. So that very long Lions possession comes up empty. Williams lost it. But that's going to stay with the Dons.
I could see that. That was definitely a bit of a push there, trying to dive for the ball. So that could definitely be called in that situation.
So no foul call, but it is Don's ball regardless.
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Hey, if you've learned anything, you never apologize on live TV unless you absolutely have to.
I mean, I was completely wrong there, so I kind of had to.
It works. Fletcher lost control, but Heidersbach will get it back. And we're playing a little football out here now as we keep running into each other, and Williams lost control of the ball.
There's some lotion on the ball right now.
Yeah, who lubed that one up? We're going to have a talk after this one. It's 5-2 Dons. It's been low scoring thus far. 4:39 to go here in the first quarter. And it's been defense, defense, defense. Lots of defense.
Yep.
Yeah, each team's having long possessions here, so that's going to make for an extra long night, as they said at the start of the game.
Nice float there by Dylan Schmidt. Well, you wouldn't necessarily think that as Connor Moselle has checked in. You wouldn't necessarily think that because nothing's going up. There hasn't been a lot of fouls yet, so the clock isn't necessarily stopping as Georgioulis with a beautiful mid-range shot to put the lead back to 3.
Seen that for 4 years. Oh my goodness.
You got to experience it on the floor for 2 of them.
Yeah. You know, the chemistry between the two of them is unreal.
And
usually
foul on Heidersbach. Don't know what that's for. We do have a personnel switch.
Mass timeout.
Looks like the mass timeout, so we'll take a quick break as well. We'll be back in a minute. We come back from break, our first mass timeout of the game, as more personnel shifting. Stefan Cicic and Jan Kutu have entered, along with Connor Moselle and 2 seniors, Anthony McGee and Luke Heidersbach. Hopefully that's not the last we see of Fletcher and Georgioulis for the night.
Yeah, let's hope not. But as of right now, if you're a St. Viator fan, just look at the Notre Dame size. Yakutu comes in and looks like Notre Dame's going to run a zone off the inbounds play.
And another thing too, you know, you said look at the height. Look at the height of St. Viator right now. Compare that to Jan and Stefan, and even up against Anthony McGee. Like, this is big v small kind of matchup coming in.
This says Stefan Cicic is 6'1" on the roster, but they forgot to add a 0. He's actually 6'10".
Nice job, Scouts.
So here's the 1-3-1. This is what Notre Dame's going to run against a small Viator team. Make them throw lob passes over the reach of Notre Dame.
Here's Dylan Schmidt, probably the, I don't even know if I'd call him tall. 6'2", as that one slips away. But Dylan Schmidt, you look at this kid, he looks like he's built like a football player. But then you look up and down this roster, the tallest guy for St. Viator is Ryan Camblin, coming in at 6'6", but is inactive tonight. So then the next one is Hunter Duncan and Dylan Schmidt, both checking in at 6'2". This is not a very big St. Viator Lions team.
No, it is not. And right now, Viator, what they're trying to do, they're trying to trap off the first pass. And now here's the problem for Viator right there. But they did a good job. That's a great job by St. Viator.
Real nice.
The help side on Stefan Cicic, posting up.
Yeah, the Dons got to find a better pass for that on offense. You know, they have 2 big guys in the paint that they can use. So to have turnovers like that, basically unacceptable.
Hernandez backed up in the corner, getting double teamed. Here's Schmidt, dishes in the middle. 3-point try for Josiah Kelvin and misses, and Jan Kutu will be rebounding. And now Heidersbach will bring the ball up.
And you're fine with that. And last game against Karma Catholic, St. Viator didn't really shoot the 3 that well.
Moselle feeds in the middle, and look at that. That's now twice on Cicic, and a beautiful transition bucket for Josiah Kelvin to cut the deficit down to 1. And Caden, St. Viator's doing a great job in the paint going up against Stefan. Just knocking balls away from him.
Yeah, I feel like the Dons are just making bad passes at the moment. They got to find him when he's wide open. You know, they're still doing it when he's contested in the paint, so they need to find when he's wide open and, you know, has a mismatch.
McGee for 3, rims out. It's a good shot, but the basket just did not want to accept it. Calvin with a beautiful move. And the Lions take their first lead of the night, 8-7 with 1:55.
Yeah, he's had a couple of great finishes at the rim tonight. So I'm expecting to see that for the rest of the night when he has open layups like that.
Almost had another one there, that time on Kutu. Here's Heidersbach, overshoots, Cicic. Great shot there, and we might get a tech here pretty soon. Got to watch out. Coach O'Keefe's got to be careful. We got a whistle. The basket does count.
I think he's arguing for 3 seconds.
And the bullpen's going to have some fun with that.
Yeah, speaking of the bullpen, shout out Joe Murphy for making the theme.
Yes, it's country western night. You know what's going to be fun tomorrow when the Dons welcome in Taft? Notre Dame's going whiteout. Taft is going blackout. Ooh, that's going to be fun.
Okay.
That'll be fun. St. Viator decided to go red out tonight, but the numbers did not show up as some of us were potentially anticipating.
Yeah.
Hunter Duncan will bring it up.
No show for Viator.
They got some.
They got maybe 10 kids.
I don't know if I'd say 10, maybe 20.
That's an exaggeration for not enough.
There you go. Bryce Coleman was brought in. A no foul called.
Oh, Stefan's wide open. Stefan is wide open. Yep. That's a foul.
A foul called. They left him wide open in the paint.
Yeah,
they got double teamed, slammed in the arms, falls to the ground like a big guy.
Yeah, they did not want to give him the easy layup there. He was wide open. You know, clearly something went wrong on the defense, so they didn't want him to get it for free.
Just slam him down with hammers.
Yeah.
You can hear that thud from Stefan all the way from up here. He is a big man at 6'10". Maybe close to 7 feet if you really want to go there.
Yeah. And he's only a sophomore, so he's still growing.
Yeah. He'll be here a while, too. Get used to him. Stefan will try and get the Dons to 10. He will do just that. 10-8, Dons lead with a minute to go here in the opening quarter. It's pretty much the starting core out there now. It's Williams, Moselle, Cicic, Coleman, and Kutu.
Yeah, St. Viator.
Here we go.
Like they're holding for a last shot.
Boy. Can we get a shot clock? This is ridiculous. Oh, come on. Whoa. Okay. Airballs it completely. Josiah Calvin tried to go for the dagger and completely missed it. Coleman with the feed to Cicic. Missed the first time, left it a little short. That time he puts a little too much on it. But Kutu with the steal. Cicic will get another try. He slams it. And I think we're going to get a charge called here.
Yeah, as we saw there, Coleman found the open man, Cicic, when he was open. You know, he made a nice, turn off his defender, and he was wide open in the paint. So they just need to be a little more patient when passing in the paint because clearly they've rushed it a few times tonight and they lost possession. So, just wait for an open pass and it will come.
So now Viator definitely will be holding for a last shot after the errant three-pointer. We now have 10 seconds. Untalin, Duncan, Schmidt, kicks out, double teams, and it misses. Coleman tried a last-ditch effort, but that goes nowhere. After a quarter, very defensive first quarter at that, it's 10-8 Dons. We come back with a 10-8 Notre Dame lead. And Caden, it's been a lot of defense thus far.
Yeah, defense and long possessions has been the name of the game.
What is this, Bennett versus Loyola?
Each team having, of course I didn't do the math, but I'd say like a minute on average of possession. So, it's going to be a long game as, it's 10-8. But, the score's usually a little higher after the first half, maybe 15, 16, something like that. So it's a little bit on the lower end tonight. So I like to see how this plays out.
I'm still waiting for my Mac Ross appearance. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I really want it to. In case you were wondering why Mac Ross is not playing earlier this week in practice.
There's a technical. Head coach.
Coach O'Keefe just got teed up. And he's not pleased.
Yeah, earlier he wanted a 3-second call, and then, he felt like he was rushed getting his team out of the huddle there.
And those rowdy seniors are getting at him.
But yet again, Notre Dame was set on defense on the other end, and St. Viator was still in their huddle, so I think the rest just, had enough of it.
Yeah, I think they were just done as Williams was banging his first beat. I got cut off again. Why Mac Ross is not playing? Earlier this week in practice, he tore his left labrum. It was an injury he had been nursing for a little while, but this week it just finally had enough and it just didn't want to stay together anymore. So he will be having surgery next week to repair it. He is done for the year, which is a huge blow for the Dons.
Probably one of Notre Dame's best defenders on the court.
Yeah, he's been a leader on this team, as we've seen the past, 4 years. So sad to see him leave.
Sonny did hit both of the technical shots and then did come up empty on that possession. It's 12-8. And the bullpen's not going to let Josiah Calvin live down his air ball for the rest of the night. I'd say about 70 of them showed up. There's that travel that those guys were looking for. And Hank, you wonder, are these very rowdy juniors and seniors getting in the heads of these Viator players?
Yep, you got some veterans in that student section right there. And, what goes on, what they say to the players, I shouldn't say on TV, but, it's all about high school sports right there. That's a great move.
Wow. Beautiful move by Hunter Duncan, going in and around the basket to cut the deficit down to 2. And those moves inside the paint, how well they control the paint and the post is going to be how this game is won tonight.
Yep. And as of right now, Viator, I think they've gotten all their points in the paint.
I do believe so. There's a steal. Here comes Stewart. He's going to give it away.
A little hesitation right there.
Yeah. 3-point try is good. Joey Hernandez bangs it down, and the Dons call a timeout.
Yeah, if you're Notre Dame, you can't get out-rebounded on that possession, and I'm pretty sure that's why Coach Clancy's a little upset.
Yeah, that's not the shot you want to let up. That's a tough one.
Yeah, after that steal, looked like Coleman was kind of limping back down the court. Couldn't tell. He was kind of limping back on defense, too.
He looks a little shaken up.
Yeah. Looks like he was talking to Ross over there. Looked like he's fine. Just a little shaken up.
We'll have to keep an eye on that the rest of the nights. You don't want to lose one of your big guys. Especially with a huge couple of games coming up next week.
Yeah, and this is when it matters down the stretch.
Yeah.
You got the top 2 teams coming up on your schedule. So, big last 2 games for Notre Dame, and then you got the conference tournament. And then next thing you know, you're in the IHSA state playoffs, just like that.
They're coming up fast, I tell you. Speaking of which, we do have an announcement to make in that regard. Notre Dame is going to be hosting a regional playoff this year. So that means you get to have more of us in the end of February and early March.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So the Dons will not have their final home game of the season next week. They probably will host something in the conference tournament. Moselle will go for 3. Misses. Kutu got bodied. No good. These guys do have some more time on their own court coming up. That's for sure. Lions lead 13-12 with 5:40 to go here in the second quarter. It's kind of just been the Lions controlling this game thus far.
Yeah, I mean when they've had control of a possession, it's literally just been slow ball, like Caden has said earlier, a long possession. It looks like St. Viator's going to get a timeout here.
They did get a timeout in. We'll head off with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we come back with a 13-12 Lions lead.
Yeah, we saw the Dons get off to a hot start at the start of the game. You know, kind of lost it as, you know, they're down 1. So I'm excited to see how the Dons try to come back from this with the 5 minutes remaining and in the second half.
That's kind of how things went 2 weeks ago with Carmel, is that they had a huge drought in the second quarter, only scoring 6 points.
Yeah, and they've only scored 2 this quarter.
Not a good trend that they've been setting as of late. 3-pointer is good from Dylan Schmidt, and that lead has now extended to 2 possessions for the Lions, 16-12.
Yeah, a little surprised right now. St. Viator coming out with some fire, playing some really good defense.
Sonny Williams got fouled on his way up. He will head to the stripe. That foul called. We don't know who the. Oh, that's Davion Ellis. That's right. That's the guy we had to write in.
Yeah.
Was that? I think they brought him up, actually. Oh, no, they didn't. They just wasn't printed on the actual roster. Sorry, Davion. We didn't do our jobs. I got confused. I was looking up and down my sheet, and I was like, who's 12? And I was like, oh, yeah, there's a guy on the bottom of the sheet. So Jace Fletcher checks in along with Luke Heidersbach. Coleman and Chichik and Kutsu will head to the bench. Williams will make his second. So goes 1 for 2 at the line. And that lead has shrunk to 3 for the Lions.
Now Notre Dame's going to go to man here.
Little movement now. Here's Schmid. Little mid-range. Missed.
Good rebound by Jace Fletcher.
Hunter Duncan almost had a real nice save, but he tipped it off his hands, sent his hair flying.
There's the trap.
Fletcher left wide open, a bullet pass to the bucket for 3. You need a line drive 3-pointer, you go to Jace Fletcher, tying it up at 16.
Oh, get that confidence, Jace. I expect another one of those in the future.
You know what he could channel? Remember Sonny Williams draining a couple against Loyola last year?
Oh, yeah.
I see that coming from Jace Fletcher very soon. A couple daggers to get momentum back. And that's what Notre Dame needs right now. 3:25 left, tie game, and Schmidt misses. And a nice job there by Joey Hernandez to get it off of Fletcher. The mass timeout is called. We'll be back in a minute. Knotted up at 16. We come back with a 16-16 game with 3:16 to go in the half. Looks like we're going to have another low-scoring affair here tonight.
And right now, I think the biggest, problem, I'll say, for the Dons is their rebounding. They have the height on St. Viator on both ends of the floor.
Great
Nice
move there by Duncan.
But, they keep getting out-rebounded. It's like they have the height, but St. Viator has, the passion and the effort to get the rebound. They want it more.
Fletcher gets backed up. And, Hunter Duncan has just been in control of this game for the Lions. All over the place, offense, defense, scoring points, getting steals. This man has been controlling the floor all night for St. Viator this far. Williams with the feed. Coleman, little flip, missed it, got it back, and this time he'll get it back up. Second chance shots have been gifts for the Dons here tonight.
Yeah, and Notre Dame, when you got the side advantage, you can send 2 or 3 guys to get that rebound because your whole lineup is pretty much taller than St. Viator.
Jack Lassiter gives it back to Duncan. He'll go 3. He missed. And we got a foul call.
Oh, no. We got to call a technical there. Wow.
I don't know what that was for because the St. Viator guy was like on his back.
It was for the push.
Wow.
Yeah, I was trying to say, like I was looking for that. That's what I was trying to say because I thought it was going to be an over the back. And I realized that was a technical. I don't know about that one.
Schmidt will hit the tech. The Dons are going to get possession after the technical with the foul being on Glassiter. And Schmidt will miss the second free throw. I actually take that back. Viator's going to get it. 2 minutes to go, and the Lions leading by 1. Now both teams have been teed up thus far. Shows the energy of this rivalry. Oh, Duncan! Denied! Williams pass off to McGee. Heidersbach at the top, finds Fletcher, fakes out. Drive in, lost control. Coleman was not the last man to touch it. Looks like it was Joey Hernandez, and it will be Notre Dame basketball. Michael Nix will check in. One of 2 twins, Michael and Tommy Nix. Michael is number 11, Tommy is number 20. They're almost the same height. Actually, I don't know if they are twins. No, it's different grade schools. I don't know, we'll find out later. We'll think they're twins. I mean, one's 6 foot, one is 6'1". They're both juniors. They have the same last name. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fletcher able to save it. A minute to go now.
What Notre Dame needs to do to clear, they need to clear that post guy out on the help side. So right where Anthony McGee is, you see how they're helping right there? John, right there. So Anthony needs to flash up, or someone needs to screen Anthony's man. Anthony needs to flash up, and you're going to have a wide open three-pointer right there.
Yeah, even though at the moment Viator doesn't have the height in the paint, they're really making it work by, every time someone gets in the paint, it's almost like they double team them right away. Maybe not right there, but
as Bryce Coleman with a nice little floater gives the Dons the lead back. Yep, they're going to hold.
Yeah, well, I mean, why would you try to shoot a basket?
Right.
I mean, for St. Viator, this is pretty much a win right here going into halftime.
And they could possibly be up going into halftime too, if they hit this.
And that's the guy you need to stop. You need to stop Hunter Duncan because he has been getting to the basket with ease.
That's a miss. Nix floats, and he will miss as well. So with that, it's 20-19 going into halftime. We got a good halftime coming up for you, and we'll be back before the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. It's time to get things going in about a minute here. And Hank, I'll start off with you. It's been a very defensive first half, but also a lot of missed chances for both of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, there sure is. In the beginning, it was very sloppy, as we saw a lot of turnovers on Notre Dame's parts, trying to get entry into the post, but Viator was doing a great job denying that. And then St. Viator in transition wasn't really getting good shots. They were really actually turning the ball over. So hopefully both coaches made some halftime adjustments, but give credit to St. Viator coming in here on senior night. The down bullpen all over them, and they're only down by 1 point.
Yeah, so my two big things so far for the night have been rebounding and pass selection, I'll say. So rebounding, ND has the height on St. Viator, but, St. Viator so far it feels like has been out-rebounding them. When there's 2 or 3 guys in the paint, St. Viator usually comes down with the rebound. So that's what Viator needs to keep doing, and, Notre Dame needs to work on in the second half. And pass selection, like Hank said, ND's making some kind of, I don't know how to describe it.
Questionable?
Yeah, just questionable passes into the paint. They could be a little bit more patient, look for a better pass, but instead they try to rush it and then cause a turnover. So, like I said, St. Viator's doing a great job on defense in the paint and on the perimeter to be locking that down, but that's something ND needs to work on.
The 5 on the floor for the Lions are all the starters. For the Dons, it's Williams, Moselle, Fletcher, Chichik, and McGee. Here we go. Here's Chichik.
That's a hack. Yep.
And 10 seconds into the start of the second half, we get a foul. Is that a telltale sign of what's to come? We don't know. We'll find out in the next 15 minutes and 50 seconds.
Great read.
Left that one out to dry, and Hunter Duncan will put the Lions up, leading by 1.
Yeah, that was a great read there. He saw the inbound pass. Nobody was open down low, so, they resorted to the top of the key, and Duncan read that perfectly.
Man, if there's been anything that's gone right for the Lions this season and a tough year for them, it's been Hunter Duncan.
Yeah.
My goodness. McGee, a little bit of a fake out. Fletcher in the corner.
St. Viator is doing a really good job on defense right here, especially on Stefan.
It's been awesome to see from
Yep.
The perimeter defense especially, they're not allowing anyone to get inside the three-point line that easily.
They're doing a great job on Stefan right there. Turnover from Notre Dame.
Errant pass there from Moselle, and it winds up into a turnover. Lions will get the ball with 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter, and up by 1. Guys, it really hasn't been anybody getting a lot of momentum. It's kind of just been, we're going to go up, get points where we can get it, and hope we can get some more kind of thing here tonight.
Yeah, very back and forth game.
Double teamed here is Hernandez.
And
now Duncan triple teamed.
I like the idea of Notre Dame going to a zone here because it shuts down the lanes of Hunter Duncan.
And you had 3 guys in the paint there just a second ago. And a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors the Lions. So they will hold on to it. 6:21 to go. Just 1 bucket thus far, and that was Hunter Duncan's getting one away from Connor Moselle. And that one goes off his hand. We play a little dodgeball here.
Slow start to start the second half.
A little bit. That's kind of how it was, though, in the first quarter, though, too.
Yeah, turnovers.
A lot of those. And long possessions. What else is new? 3-point try. Missed by Joey Hernandez. And bringing back up the floor is Williams. And a lot of traffic. Fletcher from the corner.
There it is.
Peter Griffin's good at playing retro basketball, but I think Jace Fletcher's better at it.
2 corner threes for Jace Fletcher.
2 corner threes. 23-21. Speakers are making some noises. That's a great song. And that bullpen is not letting Josiah Kelvin hear the end of it from his air ball back in the first quarter. And that young freshman's going to have to deal with it for the rest of the night.
Yeah, Notre Dame's making it very difficult for St. Viator to get any offense right here.
Nice.
And it's off the foot of McGee. Unfortunately, you can't kick a basketball, so that's going to stay with the Lions. So far, a pretty clean first half.
Yeah.
And Hank was about to say something before I cut him off.
I was correct on getting my Jace Fletcher 3 later in the game.
What I would love to see is him hit back-to-back threes. That would be fantastic as Duncan plows through the paint and gets another one. He's got to be near 15 points already tonight.
Yeah, we've been calling his name a lot.
He's been a busy man. Williams was triple teamed, and that's going to stay with Notre Dame. Looked like he was just getting bullied down there on the sideline, and winds up staying with the team in white. Michael Nix has checked back in. Williams, Fletcher.
There it is.
Moselle at the feed. Here's Chichik's chance. And one! Stefan Chichik with a nice little floater. And those hammers trying to cut into his arms finally get tagged. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah. Keep that ball up. They're not going to touch it. Didn't bring it down, kept it up. Nice and easy, too, and the foul.
The torture chamber has been silenced for a little while. His arms can breathe happy. And misses. That's been something interesting here for the Dons, as they've kind of struggled from the free throw line. Three ball is no good. Nice rebound by Moselle.
Yeah, that was a quick possession from St. Viator right there.
Kind of been unlike them.
Nice pass.
Stefan brings the house down. We've been waiting for that all night from Stefan Chichik. Burning it down. And the lead has grown to 4.
It also brought some energy into this building.
Much needed at that.
Yeah.
It's a smaller crowd, but they're making it feel like it's 2,000. That's tipped.
Give it
Here
up, big
comes
man.
Stefan. He'll dish away to Moselle, and now they try to slow it down a little bit. McGee from the corner, and it's money. Anthony McGee with the dagger, and the Dons gaining the momentum that they've long desired, and it causes a timeout from Michael O'Keefe. The Dons have pulled themselves out to a 7-point edge. We head into break. We come back with our carbonated beverages
Oh,
in the stand. I had to. With our carbonated beverages in the stands.
I think that McGee 3 that we thought is not a 3 anymore because it was at 30, now we're at 29, so Phil must have been on the line. They changed it during the timeouts.
Hey, he's going to forever have that call, though. Another steal. Look out. McGee finds Williams. And that will be out of bounds as the official gets to have a nice date with the basketball. It'll be McGee to inbound. We'll flip up for Sonny, and they'll kind of get to run things at their own pace now in a double team here.
Yeah, you got it.
And that's a timeout called by the Dons.
You got to see that from Notre Dame. They did that a little bit in the first half too.
Yeah.
So they've now used 2 timeouts already.
Yeah, definitely they did not want to use that right there, but they had no choice. It was going to be a turnover. Can't lose the momentum here. Up by 6. Just can't have a turnover in that situation.
And I think that was a well-timed timeout too. But I remember, Carmel 2 weeks ago when they burned, I think there was 3 timeouts in a span of about 2 minutes in the, I think it was the 4th quarter. It was the 3rd or the 4th, I don't remember. But it's these periods down the stretch where it's close. You can't burn those timeouts like that, especially with this margin being so razor thin. You can't let it happen because you're going to need them down the stretch.
Yeah.
I think they got 3 timeouts though.
They do. You don't want to spend a timeout on something like that.
Yeah, but it's a good thing they kept the possession though. That's the positive of it.
Williams to
There you go,
McGee.
Anthony. I like that aggressiveness from
Yeah,
Anthony.
still a nice move.
Great shot, just couldn't get it through the net. 3-pointer is short for Dylan Schmidt. And another quick possession there by the Lions. As Williams with a great move.
Step through the lane, Sonny Williams.
Yeah, we need to see him be more aggressive at the rim, He's been a little hesitant tonight, and he's had 2 moves like that, just really nice moves at the rim.
And there goes Schmidt. That one missed. And look out. Sonny in transition. And Duncan denies him, but a foul will be called. That would have been a great bucket, but Hunter Duncan said no, sir. However, that was not a legal block.
He got the ball right, but I think initially he got him with the body earlier, so that caused him to get the ball. But so he just got to drain these 2 free throws, and Notre Dame has a double-digit lead.
You jinxed him. Hank is going to turn around and walk home.
Yeah.
He's done. He'd say Josiah Calvin check back in. And another thing, too, yes, it's a bit of a smaller group that the Lions are rolling with tonight as Sonny will drain the second. It's kind of just been the 5 starters, Calvin and Michael Nix. That's been it.
Yeah, and a lot of Hunter Duncan.
A lot of Hunter Duncan. Williams with the steal. Look out. This time, as he rolls into the sideline, Sonny Williams puts the lead to 11 and is getting this gym electrified.
Yep, that time he got the layup.
That time he got it. And the Dons putting some space between them and St. Viator. Something they've been looking for all night long, putting up 14 here in the 3rd quarter. As Caden's been saying all year, a foul will be called on Duncan. As Caden has been saying all year, this Dons team has been a second half team.
Yeah, they always come out of the second half strong. That's what I feel like, First half's always a little slow to get the momentum, We just saw, right there. They got the momentum back, and now they have an 11-point lead.
And on the contrary, the Lions have been held to 4 points here in the second half. One of those points was right out of the gate on an errant pass in on a transition bucket from Duncan. Other than that, just one basket. As
Yeah, the other one was from
there.
a free throw, I'm pretty sure.
I think so, actually. Coleman. Got called for the charge. Would have been a real nice basket if it was called the other way.
Yeah.
Called for a charge there. That's definitely the right call.
Yeah, what a different game this has become since
Yes.
the first half looked like it was going to be tight, but now Notre Dame just pulling away.
Yeah, I feel like their defense, like I said, has improved as they've been getting steals like that, you know. And a foul's called. They've been starting to read the offense better, you know. They're predicting passes more, which is how we've seen a couple more steals, which has led to a few easy baskets this quarter.
We're going to play the waiting game again.
Yeah, I don't know if you should, because St. Viator's down by double digits.
They need
and
points.
That's a turnover.
That's not going to help you. And that large collection of that's a lot of football players in there. They're relishing in their homecoming win from September. That was a fantastic game between the two teams. Man, I'm still wishing Hank was around for it. He decided to ditch on us.
You know what? It was probably the best student section I've ever been.
That was electric that
I
night.
mean, that was the best football this year student section I've ever been in.
Yeah. I mean, just the energy that game had was second to none.
Yeah, that was awesome.
10 seconds. Can they get a shot off? Williams backed up deep. Coleman lost control. Corner three. Heidersbach gets it blocked, and they can't get it away. We have 8 minutes remaining. The Dons have begun to pull away. 34-23. We come back with 8 minutes to play here in this one. Dons 34, Lions 23. We thought this was going to be a close game throughout the entirety of the second half. It has been nothing but.
Yep, and third quarter was all Notre Dame there, offensively and defensively. But something for the future for Notre Dame, when you play Marian Catholic or Bennett, you can't get out to a slow start.
Absolutely not. Wow. Great awareness there by Coleman. Gives a chance for McGee. He missed it, and a foul called. That'll send Coleman to the line. But that first rebound that Coleman had is probably going to be one of the most underappreciated ones ever. Because he didn't really rebound. He kind of just smacked it away from
Yeah.
there and gave Fletcher a chance.
I mean, that's what they need in situations like that. As long as you can get the ball out and make sure the same fighter doesn't get the ball.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best you can do.
Yeah. First one is missed. And, you know, we brought it up earlier, and it looks like it's been a recurring issue. The free throw line tonight.
Not their best night from the
Ooh.
stripe, so. You know, they usually hit their second free throws. There's another nice rebound. Good hustle.
Hit the deck.
It should be going our way.
That's going to be Viator ball. So, Hank, who's going to be DeMar DeRozan tonight and stay for an extra 2 hours?
What's up?
Who's going to be DeMar DeRozan tonight
Who's
and
going
shoot
to
free
be?
throws for 2 hours after the game?
Oh, I think they all need to do it.
Wow. Okay.
I think-
the
I
ball
think-
out. Wow.
I mean, that right there from the line, that wins or loses games. And for example, that we saw with Loyola, they couldn't hit their free throws, and Notre Dame found a way back into the game, and they eventually won. But no, I mean, just a bad free throw performance from today. We saw Sonny Williams made a couple clutch free throws against Carmel Catholic, but you know, every team's going to have a bad stretch on free throws. So Notre Dame is up 34-23. Hopefully they can extend it so it doesn't have to come down to that, which I think that will happen.
Yeah, I think so too, especially if this lead holds and Viator needs to start fouling. Coleman using that height but loses possession. And we get another jump ball called. That one's going to the Dons. Give us Mark. Give us Mark. All right, here we go. We're back now. That was a while.
Yep.
Oh, yep. That's going to get called all day. Be careful, Bryce. Be careful, Bryce. Been a lot of jawing tonight at the officials. We had 2 technicals back in the first half, 1 on each team. Gotta be careful.
Yes, and one of them was not Coach Clancy.
No, surprisingly. It was actually on Luke Heidersbach. We're not really sure what
that
it
was. Like an NBA technical right there.
Yeah.
They go to the monitor and they call it a technical. It wasn't really. He didn't like mean to do it on purpose.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Fletcher double teamed. Now we're going to start seeing more traps from the Lions as they try and get back into this. McGee misses off to the left. Moselle on the ground and a timeout called. So they sneak one in with 6:32 to go. Dons lead by 11. (34-23) with 6:32 to go in the game. And I think sooner or later we're going to start seeing the senior ensemble back in for the rest of the night.
Yeah, another big factor of this game so far has been Hunter Duncan and Sonny Williams. They've been going back and forth all night. It's just that's part of the rivalry. The two of the star players, we'll call them, just going back and forth. Layup for layup. So that was exciting to watch all night. Wow.
He backed up.
Oh, I missed my go banana chant.
Stefan. Missed it.
There you go.
There's a mad scramble.
I like to see Notre Dame getting on the floor.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's wrestling without the wrestling mats. Duncan will feed Joey Hernandez. Corner try from Davion Ellis and missed it. Kind of just been the 8 guys tonight for the Lions, but it's kind of been similar for Notre Dame here tonight. As that's going to be called on Sonny. McGee will check out, and Kutu will come back into the game.
Yeah, now they will go 1-3-1 here.
Sonny tried to win another award for that. Duncan, double teamed, tried to get up, and will not put it down. Will get free throws though. And that's on Chichik. That's 6 now for the Dons. Yes, the lead is 11, but you don't want to put the other team in the bonus.
Yeah, I mentioned that at the start of the game within the first minute, you could tell how physical it's going to be, a high fouling game. And, there's still 5 minutes left to go, and each team has 5 fouls. So that just shows, it's a physical game, and the fouls are going to keep coming like that.
Yep. Duncan will hit number 2. Hey, that's our first points of the quarter.
Yep, full court press. Full court press coming from St. Viator.
No surprise here. 10-point game. The Lions are trying to make this a little closer. Williams now backing off. We'll find Fletcher. Moselle will take a 3 and completely missed that one. Here comes Duncan. Tries to 360. Hernandez. Called for a travel.
We have yet to see a first basket. We saw our first point, but we haven't seen our first basket yet.
No. And who knows if it's going to come at the rate this is going. You wonder.
Oh.
Moselle. Fletcher backed up.
Yeah, Notre Dame's moving the ball around like it's the final couple seconds.
There we go.
There you go.
And one.
Good feed by Jace Fletcher.
I was just about to say that Stefan was open in the paint multiple times, and he had the mismatch. That's been all night. And he was open multiple times, and like I said, they were patient that time and found the right time to pass it. Sorry, and right there, and one call. So that's what we needed to see more of in the first half, which now they're of course doing in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Michael Nix was called for the foul. He has checked out. Chetrick makes it a 3-point play, and that lead is now 13. It's the largest it's been all night.
Yep, after 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That was our first basket, actually, right there, ladies and gentlemen.
It has been long awaited. Hank was deprived as Hernandez will miss, and Moselle will rebound, lost it. And That is going to stay with the Dons. Heads up play there by Dylan Schmidt, who tried to throw it off the legs of Moselle, but was not successful in the attempt to do that. Moselle's going to head off for Heidersbach. And now McGee's going to check back in for Kutu. So all the active seniors out there tonight, except for George Ulis. We haven't seen since the first quarter.
Yeah, I think he'll eventually get in.
Agreed. More full court press. Fletcher to Heidersbach, back to Williams. Here's Williams doing a little dance moves. You would think he'd be really good at Dance Dance Revolution, right? Little corner feed. And here's Chichik, another chance.
Oh,
there's
wow.
a charge call.
Wow, it looked like he just went straight up for that ball.
Yeah, that's.
That one was kind of evident though by the language, by the body language of the Viator players. That's going to be our mass timeout. But instead of heading off, because it's senior night, we got some people to congratulate on their 4 years. But first of all, we got to congratulate Mr. Friedrich. Joined us last year, and
is this like my 1 year anniversary or something? Like what's going on?
Soon. It's been awesome since you joined in, and I don't think these games would have been the same if you weren't around. It's been awesome with you, man.
Thank you. I thought you were gonna I didn't know what was going on. I was a little confused at first, but yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. I mean, I'm happy that you're my partner, Caden. I'm happy you joined us this year.
Football season was great. I'll say that.
That was a fun year.
I miss Nick Maxu.
He
was here earlier. There was a Nick Maxu sighting.
Oh man,
Notre Dame legend.
Yes. As for our other seniors, we've seen some of the basketball guys tonight. Jake Georgioulis, Luke Heidersbach, Jace Fletcher, our manager Mark Olszewski, Anthony McGee, Mac Ross, and then 12 of our cheerleaders: Brooklyn Bloomquist, Audrey Fitzgerald, Abby Taylor, Anna Ricciardi, Maureen O'Brien, Melinda Tinoco, Daniela Perfetti, Caitlin Cardiff, Izzy Serrato, Megan Descoto, Kate Leahy, Ava Scalaba, and then 7 of our band seniors: Liam Davies, Sean Gall, Ethan Vargas, Hannah Reyna, Kyra Roseland, Nino Ventimaliga, and Alessandro Mordashevich. Thank you for all you've done the past 4 years. You guys have all had amazing high school careers, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you for making Notre Dame greater than when you first came here. You're leaving it a better place. The free throw is good by Joey Hernandez. First of 2, as the Lions have now entered the bonus. That one is Lions ball. Ooh. Hank does not agree with that call.
Yeah, I mean, I could care. I don't really care about the call, but I mean, you got to get a rebound there.
Yeah.
But they're up 12, so I'm sure Coach Clancy isn't too mad about it.
I think he's just happy he's beating a rival.
Yes.
You know, you could go as the 3-ball missed. And a jump ball call. That's Viator basketball.
Well, it looked like Sonny got wrapped.
Yeah.
At first thought, but I guess got all ball. Here's Notre Dame go back to their 2-3.
You know, you could go 3-19 in a year. If you beat your. Oh, look out! Margot's been hit.
Wait, so how is that same Viator ball?
Wait a second.
They must have called a tip on McGee. That would be the only really possible option.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's.
As I was saying, you could go 3-19, but you beat all three of your rivals. I'd say it's good there. Anyway. Three-pointer is no good. And a foul called. And Sonny's not happy about it, even though it wasn't even on him. It was on Heidersbach.
I think, I'm sure Luke he was just boxing out and he was pushing him back. He looks a little frustrated. And earlier he got that technical too.
Yeah.
So
the Cowboys in the student section are not happy about that either. Can the freshman battle the bullpen? Yes, he can. As Josiah Calvin, the 5'9" freshman, puts in his first. And now Sonny's talking to the ref. Again, you gotta be careful, especially with the technicals being dished. The refs are not messing around. Jack Lassiter will check back in for Calvin after banging both free throws in. It's now a 10-point game as the Lions have shaved it down with 3 minutes to go. They're trying to hang around here. And Sonny will get called.
that puts Notre Dame in the bonus, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. A 1-and-1 now coming up as Untalan gets called for the foul. So now both teams are in the bonus. Oh, here we go. I was waiting for that chant all night. Let's play football. Williams missed. Rattling around for a while. Decided not to go down as Hunter Duncan, who has been relatively quiet here in the second half, puts it down, and the Lions will call timeout with 2:47 to go and down 8. We come back in an 8-point game. 37-29. Don's on top, and here comes the full court press. McGee in the trap, and that one's gonna get called all day.
The fouling looks like it's starting a little early with only 2 minutes and 43 seconds left. Usually you see this type under a minute, but St. Viator is getting a little too aggressive, putting Notre Dame at the line. You still want to play good, solid defense. You still got plenty of time, so you can maybe force a turnover or force up a bad shot without fouling.
Yeah.
Second one's good.
Anthony banks 2 free throws.
Clutch ones at that for McGee as we are now under 3 minutes. That one Missed.
Take your time.
Sonny gets tripped up. Now Fletcher will give it back to McGee. McGee. Nice save there by Moselle. Coleman will
That's a great
flip
shot.
it up.
That was a great job by Notre Dame. I wouldn't even shoot the ball. I would just keep passing it until I get a layup.
41-29 with 2 minutes to go. And a missed layup there by Joey Hernandez. And they can start to just milk things down. No reason to rush. You're up 12. Milk it. These guys are getting real good at hot potato. A foul call. This one's going up against Untalin. Williams missed. Now 1:25 left. Crowd's calling for Jake Georgioulis. We'll see if they get it. Missed three by Schmidt. McGee backed up in the corner, gets out of it. A minute to go. Moselle feeds Williams, backs off. The Jake Georgioulis chants are not going to stop as a foul gets called. This time it's Josiah Kelvin. And here he comes. The chants paid off. And the four seniors will get to take the floor together one more time.
Anthony McGee looks like he's grabbing something on his left knee.
Ooh.
Looks like he's shaking up a little bit, but
Fletcher will.
yeah, he's actually gonna walk off.
So he comes out.
Or someone has to stay on. Yeah, Bryce is gonna stay on.
McGee is now out of the game. Coleman's gonna stay out there. Jake Georgioulis and Luke Heidersbach did check back in. And that is not something you want to see, is Anthony McGee limping in the final minute of a 13-point game. Desperation shot, and it's good. Dylan Schmidt hits the three, and it's now a 10-point game with 41.5 left. Timeout, Viator. We're back with 41 seconds and a 10-point game and a Jake Georgioulis sighting. Maybe the best thing that we've seen all night. As Jace decides not to go with the baseball pass. It's a little flip out to Coleman. He'll bring it out.
They gotta go.
For Julius.
There we go. See how patient they were bringing it up the floor. You know, they used all the time they had.
There's
and
no
now they're
reason.
just passing
Yeah, no
around.
reason to rush it.
Exactly.
There's that foul. Dons are in the double bonus, so they will get 2 free throws. As Sonny's had a bit of a rough night from the stripe. And maybe he'll have a chance to make amends of that. Only 21 seconds. He will hit his first. That gives us a chance to talk about tomorrow's matchup a little bit with the neighborhood rivalry of Notre Dame and Taft.
Yeah, a neighborhood rivalry, but
Runs out.
I think Notre Dame should win by a good amount.
Don't sleep on them. They're 14-4 coming into tonight's matchup, and they
What's their record?
14-4. They're 6-0 in conference, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't they lose to Lane in that?
They lost to Lane.
Points?
Yeah.
Who have they played then?
Evanston too.
They lost to Evanston.
Lost to Evanston, but tonight it's the Dons night. Senior night victory, 43-32 win, and the seniors get to walk out of here tonight with a W.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It's a great night overall.
I wonder how many consecutive wins Notre Dame has had here on senior night. Because my 4 years, they've won every time.
It's got to be a long-standing tradition. That's what you do. You win on senior night.
Yeah. They do a really good job at that.
They do. Well, we got a full day of basketball tomorrow. Starting in the morning, the freshmen will be facing off against Viator. And then we got Taft basketball, sophomores and varsity. They get underway at 1:30 do the sophomores, and then varsity gets started at 3 o'clock. So we're going to be right back with you tomorrow afternoon. For our entire production crew, for Caden Frawley, for Hank Friedrich and Standing Berg, signing off. See you tomorrow. Go Dons.